Dear students, in the last class we learnt about the factors influencing the magnitude of delta. There are three factors that influence the magnitude of delta. First one is geometry of the complex ion. Second one is nature of the ligand. Third one is nature of central metal ion. Okay. First is geometry of the complex ion. Here there are three types of geometry are there. First one is square planar, octahedral and tetrahedral. Here delta values for square planar is greater than octahedral. Octahedral is greater than tetrahedral. Okay. Next, nature of the ligand. Strong field ligand, when the metal ion is linked with strong field, the delta value is increases. If weak field ligand, when metal ion is linked with weak field, the delta value is decreases. By knowing which ligand is weak and which ligand is strong by spectrochemical series, this is the series by increasing order. First one as a weak field and last one as the more strong field. Okay. Next, third one is nature of central metal ion. In that, central metal ion belonging to same group. In that, the central metal ion belong to same group. Down the group, delta value increases because atomic size increases and nuclear charge increases, so delta value increases. When size increases, interaction with ligand also increases, so delta value is increases. When nuclear charge increases, repulsion taking place. When repulsion taking place, delta value increases. Next, second one is central metal ion of the same metal having different oxidation state. Okay. When same metal having different oxidation state, when the charges goes on increases, delta value increases. It means which metal has the higher charge, that metal has the most delta value. Okay. Next, last one is central metal atom of different metal having different oxidation state. In that, which metal have the highest positive charge, that have the delta value highest. Okay. And it is the mean pairing energy. It is the energy required to pair two electrons against electron-electron repulsion in the same orbital. It means for pairing of electrons, they need some energy. That is called it as a mean pairing or total pairing energy. In CFSE, this is the equation to calculate the total pairing energy in CFSE. Minus 0.4A plus 0.6B plus MP. A means number of electrons in T2G set, B means number of electrons in each set, and M is the number of electron pairs. And this is the one of the example for D7 system. We have to calculate for both high spin and the low spin. For high spin complexes, in the electron should be enters into the T2G and EG level by filling one electron to each orbital. After that, pairing up takes place. This is the CFSE for high spin complexes. Next, for low spin complexes, first T2G level filled and then I enter into the EG level. This is the low spin complexes. Okay, this is all about yesterday class. Now we move on to the magnetic properties of crystal field theory of octahedral complexes. Next is magnetic properties of complexes based on CFT. It means he explains it is diamagnetic or a paramagnetic. In VBT they explain only the magnetic behavior. Here there also explains the magnetic properties and magnetic behavior also, but VBT explains only magnetic property. Okay, for octahedral complexes, here I am giving for only octahedral complexes. First complex is CO NH3 6 3 plus. Okay, in that there is some we have to know about that. We have to know the first central metal ion. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು ಯಾವುದು ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಅಯಾನು, ಅದರದ್ದು ಔಟರ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನಿಕ್ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಗರೇಷನು, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟು ಅದರದ್ದು ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೇಷನ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಹಿಯರ್ ಕೋಬಾಲ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಆಟಮ್, is the central metal ion. Okay, the outermost electronic configuration is 3d7 4s2. Okay, 3d7 4s2. Next you have to calculate the oxidation state of cobalt, NH3 6 3 plus. Here we have to calculate the oxidation state of cobalt. You have to write as X. Ammonia is the neutral ligand, so it does not carry any charge. You have to write as 0 is equal to plus 3. So the oxidation state of cobalt is plus 3. So it loses the 3 electrons from the outermost shell. Okay, next for electronic configuration of cobalt 3 plus ion is equal to, there are 3 electrons should be lost. Loss of 2 electron from s orbital and 1 from d orbital, 3d6 4s 0. So it belongs to 3d6 series. Okay, next here we have to know about the ligand is a weak or a strong. Ammonia is a strong ligand. So it has a low spin complexes. Okay, ammonia is the strong ligand, so it has a low spin complexes. You have to know about that. For low spin complexes, it means for orbitals there are T2g and Eg is there. Okay, the electrons first enters into the T2g and pairing up. It means first completely fill the T2g orbitals, after that Eg, the electron should enters into the Eg level. ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಲೋ ಸ್ಪಿನ್ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸಸ್ಸು ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಲಿಗ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಫಸ್ಟು T2g ಲೆವೆಲಲ್ಲಿ ಫಿಲ್ ಆಗಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟು Eg ಲೆವೆಲ್ಗೆ ಎಂಟರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆಯಿತಾ? ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದೆನ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ in the T2g level and Eg level. Here this is the T2g level and this is the Eg level. Okay, in octahedral complexes T2g is in the lower energy state and Eg is in the higher energy state. Okay, this is lower energy and this is higher energy. Okay, in that how many electrons are present in d orbital? 6 electrons. Okay, so then according to Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity, you have to fill the T2g level 1 2 3. Okay, in the T2g level all the electrons should fill 1 electron. After that you have to pairing up. How many electrons are remains? 3 electrons, 1 2 3. Okay, here 1 2 3 4 5 6. So all the electrons, 6 electrons should be filled in the T2g level. There is no remaining electrons to enter into the Eg level. So Here unpaired electron, no absent, no unpaired electrons are present. Unpaired electrons are present, so n is equal to 0. Okay, here n is the number of unpaired electrons. N is equal to number of unpaired electrons. Unpaired electrons. Okay, here there is no unpaired electrons because all the electrons are pairing up, so it is a diamagnetic. It is a diamagnetic because there is no unpaired electrons. Then there is one equation, you have to calculate the magnetic Bohr magnetic moment. There is an equation to calculate the magnetic moment of complex magnetic moment. That should be, call it as mu is equal to square root of n into n plus 2 bm. ಇದನ್ನು ನೀವು ಡಿ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲ್ತಿರ್ತೀರ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪಿ ಯು ಸಿಲಿ. ದೆನ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಫಾರ್ n is 0 into 0 plus 2 then is equal to 0. Bm means Bohr magneton. Then the magnetic moment of this complex is 0. Okay, here I am telling you once again. Hexammine cobalt 3 complex here. Okay, here the central metal ion is cobalt. The outermost electronic configuration is 3d7 4s2. Oxidation state is +3. It loses the 3 electrons from its outermost shell. And ammonia is a strong ligand, so it has a low spin complexes. For low spin complexes, the electrons enters into the T2G level. Okay, after that all the orbitals should fill in the T2G level, then the electron should enters into the EG level. Okay, T2G level is the lower energy and EG level is the higher energy. Here there is no unpaired electrons are present. N is equal to 0. N is number of unpaired electrons and it is a diamagnetic, and there will be a calculation of magnetic moment, and this is the equation. You are all know about that. Bm means Bohr magneton. Okay, this is all about the one of the complexes. Next we move on to the second one. Next, second one is hexafluorocobalt 3 ion. Okay, here this is the central metal atom. Okay, for cobalt the outermost electronic configuration is 3d8 4s2. Okay, here you have to calculate the oxidation number. Cobalt F6 is equal to how many charge is there? -3. Okay, you have to write X as it is plus fluorine as -1 into 6 is equal to -3. X -6 is equal to -3. Shift this -6 to here, so then X is equal to -3 plus 6 is equal to +3. Okay, how many electrons are losses? That is 3 electrons. Okay, then for cobalt 3 plus ion 3d6, sorry, here I am writing 3d8, that is 3d7 only. Here 3d6 4s0. -3 plus 6 is equal to +3. How many electrons are lost? +3 electrons. So cobalt is in 3d6 states. Okay, then fluorine F minus F minus is the weak ligand. F minus is the weak ligand and high spin complexes. Okay, high spin complex. Here the ligand is weak, then the complex is high spin. Electron should enter into the all the orbitals should contain single electron. It means T2G and EG. The electron should enters into the all the 5 orbital single electrons, and then remaining electron should gets paired. Okay, ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಹೈ ಸ್ಪಿನ್ ಲೋ ಸ್ಪಿನ್ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟು T2G ಲೆವೆಲು ಫಿಲ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ EG ಲೆವೆಲ್ಗೆ ಎಂಟರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಹೈ ಸ್ಪಿನ್ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆರ್ಬಿಟಲ್ಸಲ್ಲೂ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಇದ್ದು ಅದಾದಮೇಲೆ ಪೇರಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆಯಿತಾ? ದೆನ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ಎ electronic configuration diagram. Here this is T2G in the lower energy level, and this is EG. How many electrons are present in the d orbital? 6 electrons. So then you have to fill it up 1 according to Un's rule of maximum multiplicity. 1 2 3 4 5. The remaining electron is 1, so then pair up. Okay, then here how many unpaired electrons are present? 4. 1 2 3 4. Then n is equal to 4. The number of unpaired electrons is present is 4. Then it is paramagnetic. So magnetic moment mu is equal to square root of n into n plus 2. Here n is 4. 4 into 4 plus 2 is equal to 4.89 Bohr magneton. 4.89 Bohr magneton. This is all about the one of the complexes. Hexafluoro cobalt 3 ion 3D in the outermost shell 3D74s2. The oxidation state of cobalt is +3. It loses the 3 electron, it gets 3D6. The fluorine is the weak ligand and high spin complexes, so that's why all the single electron should enters into the EG level according to Un's rule of maximum multiplicity. So here the electron should enters. There are 4 number of unpaired electrons are present. It means n is equal to 4. It is paramagnetic and magnetic moment is 4.89 Bohr magneton. Next we will move on to the third one. Here the third one is hexacyanoferrate. This is the iron is the central metal ion. The outermost shell configuration is 3D6 4s2. Okay, I have to calculate the oxidation state. FeCN6 is equal to -4. X plus cyanide as a -1 into 6 is equal to -4. X minus 6 is equal to -4. Then shift this. X is equal to -4 plus 6. So it gets +2. So it loses the 2 electrons in the outermost shell. So Fe +2 is equal to 3D6 4s0. Okay, then here cyanide is a strong ligand. Then low spin complexes. Low spin complex. Next, for low spin complex, you have to know about that. First, the T2G level should filled. After that, EG level entered. 1, 2, 3. This is T2G. 1, 2, EG. How many electrons are present? 6 electrons. You have to write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Then here n is equal to 0. There is no unpaired electron. Then it is diamagnetic because there is no unpaired electrons, and magnetic moment mu is equal to square root of n into n plus 2 is equal to square root of 0 into 0 plus 2 is equal to 0 Bohr magneton. Okay, this is the one of the complex hexacyanoferrite ion. Okay, 3d6 4s2 and x is equal to plus 2 3d6. There is no unpaired electron, so it is diamagnetic and 0 Bohr magneton. Okay, next is fourth one, FeCN6 3 minus. Okay, here also iron is the central metal atom. The outermost shell 3d6 4s2. You have to calculate the oxidation number. 6 is equal to minus 3 x plus minus 1 into 6 cyanide is the minus 1 minus 3 x. Okay, minus 6 is equal to minus 3. You have to shift this here. X is equal to minus 3 plus 6 is equal to plus 3. Okay, then iron as Fe3 plus is equal to 3d5 4s0. Here it loses the 3 electrons, 2 electrons from s orbital, 1 electron from d orbital. Okay, here cyanide is the strong ligand and low spin complex. Okay, low spin complex. Then for low spin complexes, the electrons should completely filled by T2G level. After that, the electrons should enter into the EG level. There is 3d5 is there. So for T2G 1, 2, 3, this is T2G and 1, 2. Okay, this is EG. First 1, 2, 3. How many electrons are present? How many electrons are remaining? 2 electrons. 1, 2. 5 electrons are filled in T2G level. So n is equal to 1. How many number of unpaired electrons are present? 1. So it is paramagnetic. Paramagnetic. So then mu is equal to square root of n into n plus 2 is equal to 1 into 1 plus 2 is equal to 1.98 Bohr magneton. This is all about the hexacyanoferrite 3 ion. Okay, next we will move on to the last one, fifth one, nickel CN4 2 minus. Okay, here the central metal atom is nickel. So in the outermost shell, the electronic configuration is 3d8 4s2. Then you have to calculate the oxidation number. is equal to -2 x plus -1 into 4 is equal to -2 x minus 4 is equal to -2 x is equal to +2. Okay, you have to shift here. Then here the cyanide is the strong ligand and it has a low spin complexes. Okay, so that's why the electron should completely filled in T2G level. After that they enter into the EG level. Next, Ni2 plus contains 3D8 4s 0. Okay, here low spin complexes, you have to write the electronic configuration. This is T2G and this is EG. Okay, first how many electrons are present? 8. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Here all the T2G orbitals are filled and the remaining electrons are 2. Then that 2 electrons should enters into the EG level. 1 2. Okay, then in how many number of unpaired electrons are present? 2. So it is diamagnetic. So mu is equal to square root of n into n plus 2 is equal to n means 2 into 2 plus 2 is equal to 2.98 Bohr magneton. This is all about the tetracyanonickel 2 ion. Okay, and this is all about the magnetic properties of the octahedral complexes by using CFT. Okay, next class we will learn about the tetrahedral complexes. These are all about octahedral. Next class we will learn about tetrahedral complexes.